Hi there, Eric Wilson here, a 30-year licensed mechanic. In the next 6 to 7 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, first of all, you got about 40% tread on aggressive snow tires here. However, there is some cracking happening here. Okay, so I'm going to recommend that you change up your tires here. Now, coming behind the front right tire, I want to show. First of all, you got a brand new sway bar link in here. This is the right sway bar link, and that's brand new. The outer CV boot, now if you see, they're full of grease, and if it was leaking, you'd see that right away. So that is good, and that's good and dry and doing what it's supposed to do. Now this is your right outer tie rod. Okay, now this right outer tie rod is the most important thing in the car because it's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering. It is tight, so that is tight and doing what it should be doing. And okay, and I'm gonna now this is your right lower ball joint, and it is tight as well, holds as part of the chassis, and that's important. Now this is your part of your strut system on the front. Now this is full of oil, and if it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all the way down here, and that is good and tight. And this is your right upper ball joint, and it is tight as well. Again, part of the chassis holding the wheel to the frame, so that is tight. The inner CV boot on this thing right there, if you can see for yourself, good and dry, and that's important. And more importantly, if you look behind it, if it was leaking, it would leak right there, and that is good and dry. In fact, I don't see any leaks under here, and this is the bottom of the motor. If it would be a leak, it would be a leak right there. I don't see any leaks. So leak wise, suspension wise, brake wise, you've got about 30,000 K on your front brakes. You got practically brand new brakes. Okay, on your coming across to your front left tire, again, about 40% tread, but definitely weather crack. So I'm going to recommend that you change up your front tires at least. I'm not sure about the back yet, but we'll find out. Now you've got your brand new sway bar link on the front left. You've got your outer tie rod on your front left there, and it is tight and tacked. This is your left lower ball joint. It's tight and intact. Your CV boot, if you can see right there, again, full of grease. If it was ripped, you'd see it right away. Your inner CV boot right here, again, and more importantly, behind it, if it was leaking, you'd see oil all behind there, and that is bone dry. So good for leaks. Your upper ball joint right there is intact, and if you follow your left shock down, if it was full of oil, if it was leaking, you see it right away. So good and dry. So shock suspension, brake, and your brakes, same as the other side, about 30,000 K on front brakes. Okay, coming into the left rear tire, brand new brakes and rotors. You got like 50,000 K on your rear brakes and rotors, so they're brand new. Again, yeah, no, they're weather cracked. Okay, I'm going to recommend all 4 tires because they're definitely weather cracked. Now your rear left suspension, this is brand new. Your rear left shock is brand new. Your rear left sway bar link connector from here to here is intact. And leak wise, another point, if it's going to leak, it's going to leak out of here or out of the differential when it's coming out of the drive shaft coming out of there. And you see for yourself now, there's a CV boot, again, full of grease. If it was ripped, you'd see it right away. No leaks, and the leaks would be right there. So suspension wise, drive wise, it's been a lot of work done on this truck. That's as far as I can tell. Brake suspensions, rear suspension, and rear brakes and rotors so far. Okay, coming in on the rear right side, again, this is the brand new shock inside, your brand new suspension at the brand new shock at the back there. Your right sway bar link connected from here to here. Again, I'm not seeing any. Oh, there's your CV boot. If you can just kind of get a eyeball in there. Yeah, your CV boot, good and dry. Your inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, behind it, a little hard to see there, but it's no leaks that I can see at all. So very clean, and definitely a lot of work been done on this vehicle so far. Other than the tires, I'm not seeing any issues. Brakes, again, brand new brakes on the right side, brand new brakes and rotors on the right side. So like 50,000 K on your rear brakes and rotors there. Okay, with the motor running, you've got 1, 82,504. No cracks in your windshields. A little ding right there. Yeah, nice clean dash. No check engine lights. Your AC is try this. Okay, AC. AC, you're gonna need a recharge on your AC because it's not blowing that cold. So yeah, they'll take care of that for you. No problem at all. So now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with the motor running, 3.6 liter motor. Okay. Now, with the motor running, I don't hear anything of any concern. And one thing I always look for, I take off the oil cap and I look for any kind of white goo, which would indicate an internal leakage. And this is clean, as you can see. So I'm not hearing anything of any concern in this motor at all. It's running good. It's been maintained as far as I can see. Definitely work has been done. Other than, you know, on this vehicle, other than tires and an AC recharge, I don't see any issues whatsoever. Hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. Now, there's one other thing that the dealer is prepared to give you free of charge. It's a 10% free fuel saving device. I've been doing it for 20 years, folks. It never fails. Always works. It's simple. I put it on the fuel line. It makes the fuel burn 10% more efficient, and it's free. Just ask the dealer. He'll hook you up with me, and I'll set it up for you. And believe me, you'll be happy. 10% fuel savings is nothing to be sniffed at. Anyway, hopefully this helps you make an informed decision, and have a good one.